Hello, ladies. All right, it is time to do the step that I think can make like the most difference. I guess it's tied, but one of the steps that I think is an absolute must in your makeup routine. It's something I do pretty much every day. And it's probably one of the items that I would bring, like, that question, like if you were on a deserted island and could only bring one item, like one makeup item, I'd bring mascara. Mascara is like a complete must for me. So I'm going to talk to you guys about our mascara, how to apply it, and things like that. So in the comments, I would love for you to tell me if you like waterproof or regular mascara, like what your preference is. I will apologize in advance. My throat is really sore today, so I've got a cough drop in. You might hear me clearing my throat a lot. So right now, we already have eyeliner on, and eyeliner is really awesome at making your lashes appear thicker, especially like when you have it on the top lash line. It makes your lashes appear thicker. But our mascara itself is amazing at thickening and lengthening your lashes, and it's not just an immediate effect. Both of our mascara formulations and our primer all have an ingredient in it that will actually help grow your lashes up to 46% in 4 weeks. So it's not only going to help immediately make them look nicer, but it's also conditioning your lashes to make them longer and stronger and healthier in the long run. So that's really awesome, right? I love using makeup that's actually really beneficial. So personally, my lashes have a little bit of curl to them. It's kind of hard to see. So I never use a eyelash curler. But if you like have really stick straight lashes and you want to use an eyelash curler, you would obviously do that first. It's just not something that I do because my eyelashes, like I said, kind of curl a little bit on their own. Plus, this mascara is amazing at curling your lashes up and making them look like flawless. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on primer. Okay, this isn't necessary, like you don't need to use our primer with our mascara, but this is just an extra step to make them look like extra fabulous, so I want to show you. Also, I know people are kind of finicky with their mascara, so if you have a mascara that you absolutely love, but want to have the lash growing benefits of our mascara, like I said, the primer has that same Capixyl in it, so you're going to get that benefit of the lash growing benefit with this. Okay, so this can be used with other mascaras as well, but I think it pairs beautifully with our mascara. Okay, so the Undersense 3-in-1 primer, it lengthens, volumizes, and conditions your lashes. Okay, so this primer does a lot for your lashes, and I love that it has a really tiny brush, so you can really get into all those little hairs, and it has a nude beige color to it, so that you can really see all those little tiny lashes, okay? You just kind of work them in between all those little hairs in your inner corner, all throughout. And it's gonna kind of make your eyelashes look kind of funny, but it just helps accentuate the color, especially if you're a fan of colored mascara. Putting this primer on first would be great because it's going to help intensify that color, especially if you have dark eyelashes like mine. If you try to put a color on top of it, that color doesn't shine through so much, but if you put it on top of these like beige lashes, that color is going to be able to pop a lot more. So you can already see what a difference that makes just by putting the primer on. Okay, it curled my lashes, it lengthened them, and it volumized them. Like, that's insane. Okay, I'm going to do it on this other side too. Now, we do have two different formulas of our Volume Intense Mascara. We have the regular and we have the waterproof. In the comments, I'd love for you to tell me if you like waterproof or regular. What is your preference? Because before this mascara, I would just automatically get the waterproof. Waterproof was the only thing that wouldn't leave me with like raccoon eyes, right? I hate getting those mascara smudges beneath my eyes. So I just always would get waterproof. And that's the first Volume Intense mascara that I got, was the waterproof version as well, because I was like, that's what I need, right? But I eventually tried the regular formula, and that is really good too. I don't have raccoon eyes or anything like that with our regular formula. It is humidity resistant and it's really great. The only time I do end up with mascara under my eyes is when like I'm sweating a lot, like after my workouts or crying or something like that, then it will be underneath it. But on the regular day-to-day basis, it does not get under my eyes. So if that's a common problem you have, you could definitely try our regular humidity resistant formula and probably be fine. Okay. All right. So they both come in black and black brown. Okay. But their brushes are a little bit different because they are made for the specific formula. Okay. The waterproof formula is a little bit different than the regular formula, so the wands are a little bit different as well. Okay. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put one on one eye and one on the other. I personally think the waterproof is really good at lengthening my lashes and really getting them really long, and I feel like this one is really good at like thickening my lashes, like volumizing them, just because of the way the brushes work. Okay, so I'm going to put the waterproof on my left and go up. So one tip I wanted to talk to you about applying mascara is to use a little like compact mirror or something like that. Like this is like a desk mirror, I don't know. But you use it, and when you're doing your top lashes, you want to look down as you apply mascara. And when you do your bottom lashes, you want to look up. Okay, and that's going to help prevent you from getting mascara on your lid, because if you're looking down, your lashes are further away from your eyelid, and when you look up, the same thing. Okay, so that's what you're going to see me doing here. And you just kind of like wiggle the brush back and forth as you go from end to end, or from side to side. And then make sure you get those tips too. That's I think like the nice thing about the primer is that you can see where you didn't get the mascara because it's a different color. And I always like to put it on my bottom lashes as well. It's a personal preference thing. Okay, like wow. Okay. So I will tell you, I'm like, okay, here's this tip so you don't do this, and I still do it. I have a problem with like trying to get the brush really, really close to my lash line, but I'll show you at the end how to fix it. Okay, so let's do this other one. So while I'm putting on okay, so also this is black brown and this is black. I just have one of each. So while I'm putting on this one, how long do you guys keep your mascaras? How long do you go in between switching out mascaras? I know I am guilty, like really guilty, of like using the mascara until it's all dried out. And that is probably way too long. Because you should really be replacing your mascara every like 4 to 6 months at like the latest, but really like 3 to 4 months is what's recommended, because this wand is going really close to your eye, so you don't want any bacteria. Then maybe there's some bacteria on your eyelashes, you put it on your mascara, you put it back in the tube, now the bacteria is in the tube, right? So really you're supposed to switch out your mascara every like 3 to 4 months. 6 months would be like the latest, I think. Yeah, on here it says 6 months. So if you ever see this little symbol, it's like a little tub and it has a number inside of it. You see that on your cosmetics, that's how often you're supposed to get rid of them, okay? So if it's been too long, let me know and I can order you a new one. Another tip, if for some reason your mascara is getting dry sooner than that, one reason might be because you're like pumping it. You don't need to pump it out and put it in and out, in and out. That just puts extra air into the tube, which can dry it out. if you have that problem, you can take contact saline solution because it's really clean. You can put a couple drops in there, and that will kind of liquefy it a little bit more, so you can kind of get a couple more weeks out of it. You could also use our Nangai oil. You can put a drop of our Nangai oil in it, which is awesome because, you know, our Nangai oil is really nourishing, so that's going to be really great to have on your lashes. Another tip I have for you, especially if you live somewhere that's cold, I know like our houses in Spain are really cold, so like my room where I keep all my makeup isn't heated all the time. If your mascara gets cold, it has carnauba wax, which helps make your lashes really flexible, which is another thing I love about this mascara is that my lashes never feel like thick or like stiff. They're really flexible. It's partly because of that wax. So if it's really cold, the wax hardens a little bit. So you can kind of rub them in between your hands. You can run it under warm water for a little bit. I usually just like stick it under my armpit or under my leg or something like that while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. And then it goes on a lot smoother. So that's just a tip I have for you, especially in the winter time. But if you're kind of getting to that 4 to 5, 6 month mark and your mascara is starting to dry out, that would kind of help with that too. Okay, so little tip here, since I got the mascara on top, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush, like a little angled brush, put a little bit of the shadow on it, and I'm going to go over it. Now, if you did not have any eye makeup on, and you put your mascara on first, you can take a Q-tip with a little bit of foops on it and take it off that way, or just go over it with the candlelight or something like that, or even you let it dry. Same thing like what I talked about with the eyeliner. You let it dry, and then you take something like the end of a pen or end of a stick, and you kind of just like roll it and kind of pick it off that way. Okay, so those are my mascara tips for you. I think mascara really just makes a difference. It really helps open your eyes up, pops them open, and just kind of levels up your whole look. So it's definitely one of my daily musts. I don't always use primer. Usually on the daily basis, I just use 1 coat of our mascara, but you can use our mascara up to like 3 coats. So you can put on our primer and do up to like 3 coats of our mascara for really like thick and voluminous lashes, for those special events that you would like usually wear falsies, but you don't want to wear falsies. Layer up our mascara, and it is so amazing. Hey, if you have any questions, please let me know. Bye.